we go, just a little update on what I've been doing at the moment. Currently filming on my phone. I've smashed my camera up good and proper, so until I replace that I'll probably be a little bit slow on the updates. But the dog leg's in, pretty much better than it was. I've got it nice and straight, or as straight as I can with the door. And what I found at the moment is that I've had to cut a lot more of the cab floor out than I initially thought. So you're probably looking about 4.5mm strip that I've had to cut out, and pretty much runs front to back. A little bit of a wider section to go in now. But it's getting there. I'm just doing the contours, getting the contours of the actual cab floor. Got this little bit of a hump section now. I'm going to do something with that. Going to the rear of it, the actual seat belt anchorage is a little bit crusty, so I've got to look into getting a replacement for them. I think it's just this side. The other side doesn't look too bad, but health and safety first and all that. Cut that whole section out and renew it. I'm actually using it. Got some old shelving. It's only in short lengths though, so that's why I haven't been able to do one complete piece on this dog leg section. So it's coming handy. I'm just cutting the strips out of that. When it's good use. So that's where I am. I'm going to keep on cutting, and hopefully I'll get something welded in pretty soon. So I'm definitely going to be needing a seat belt anchorage, some sort of replacement panel there. Literally just trying to undo the seat belt bolt to take it out, and that's the end result. Pretty rotten, I'd say. Look at that. It's like Weetabix. Layers and layers of Weetabix. So yeah, I'll just have to cut what I need to cut out and get that panel on order. I'm going to get the bracket from Schofield's, where it's 1mm gauge steel plate with the new bracket welded in underneath, just to take a little bit of work out for myself. So there you go, get that on order. There we go. So I've cut a little bit more out of there. That's the actual seat belt mounting that tore away when I was trying to undo the bolt. So I've got the panel received from Schofield's. That's the new seat belt mounting panel. Pretty well made. Mounting bracket, reinforced. So we've got the stampings in there for that part there. So I'm actually going to have to change my way of thinking here, I think. But the first thing I'll have to do is probably take this seat runner out and try to find the welds on there and drill them out. Obviously I've got to access this part underneath the bracket there. There seems to be a little bit more rust underneath there, which hopefully that panel should measure up okay actually. I have to bend this panel down to make it fit. But what I thought of doing was trying to replicate this as much as I can as well. The other side of the van's been repaired also, so I'm going to take this, that this is some sort of original pressing that may have been there in the first place. What I'm going to do, I'm going to widen these strips I'll make these strips wider, and instead of actually butt welding the strips there, I think I'm going to strengthen it, make it strengthen. I'll go over the top of that, make it wider to this point here, and I'll cut little recesses out here to follow these stampings. It's just an idea at the moment, but it'll probably work out better. There we go. Quite happy with that pressing. The repair panel. So that's from Schofield's in the UK. If anyone's looking at doing a similar repair, I'll probably I pretty much recommend them actually. Good. There we go. Right, so just looking at this corner repair a little bit further, and it is only the section underneath this seat bracket that is slightly gone. Everything else up to here seems okay. So instead of taking the whole seat bracket out, I've decided, because most of the strength is in this section here, it ain't going to go nowhere. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slice this rear corner off, enabling me to get right underneath there and replace the you know, the seat belt bracket that I bought. And while this piece is out, I shall repair this little section here with some fresh steel, and then I shall weld it back in on top of the new repair. So that's the way I'm going to go with that first off. There we go. So I've cut the most of the rotten stuff out at the moment. It's open up a can of worms really, because when I put that panel in there, I'm not going to have much good metal to weld to. There's been some sort of, goes to the other side, there's been some sort of looks like some sort of fiberglass repair patch there. So decisions. I mean, if I just offer that up there, just offer that new panel up there, yeah, it's not anything good to weld to. So I may well have to cut the bad out again, and then go from there. Cut the bad out, another new section in there, and then that plate can be offered up. But yeah, it's a little bit of cutting to do. I've just got to measure out where I need, what sort of metal I need. But it's a good little fit there, to be honest. Cut what I don't want off, and I will butt weld this this repair piece in, and then make a new top hat section for that, and then plug weld that. So a lot more cutting done. Still got to just got to tidy up the edges. But one panel leads to another, eh? A pile of rust there, look at that. I'm going to treat all this inside here, make sure it doesn't, or prevent it from rusting in the future anyway. Put some sort of rust and paint in there. Treat the inside, then make up a complete panel out of one sheet skin. Get it done. There we are. So I've just cleaned up all the edges of the piece I've cut out. What I'm going to intend to do now is just put some rust converter as far up this recess as I can. I've just got all the excess rust off, I think. I just want to make sure that it's got a better chance of lasting a little bit more. So I've made the panel. That's the panel. I've just cut out of some sheet metal, and I've tried to replicate the stamping marking. Not that you'll see it anyway, because the dog leg will cover it up. But let me just put this in place. That's it. Just needed 2 hands to get that panel in there. But that's what it is. I've just got to manipulate it a little bit more. I'm probably gonna. What I've done is I folded the lip on the repair underneath this existing piece. I'm just going to knock this bit in slightly, just so I can get a weld all the way up there. And I've got some lead on order that I'll be filling any gaps or any pinholes or anything like that I might get. So I'm going to drill a couple of holes in here as well to secure it to the rear section. And I'm not too sure what to do with this piece now, because I've noticed that there's another panel on top, which will obviously follow it down to the bottom there. You can see that. So it might be a case of just making up another small section and just following the pattern of the panel down on top of this repair piece. Let's do some welding. Right, I just almost forgot before I started getting the welder out. Just made sure that I put a coat of rust converter just on the inside of this channel. I'll just let that go off. It's quick drying apparently, so this is a new product that I'm using. I got it from a tool station in the UK, made by Flag, and just gives it a coating that shouldn't rust again. So it's a new product, and I'll just tidy little bits up from here and then break the welder out. Okay, so it's sort of welded in. Just going to grind it down a little bit, and there are a few pinholes. It's not the tidiest of welding, but I'm waiting on some lead anyway, so I'm going to go around and lead load anything that I think might need doing. Yeah, not too happy with the welding, but I suppose I'll only improve over time, won't I? Ground a little bit down already, but like I say, I'm gonna make a top section for this piece here to go all the way down. Getting there.